Welcome back, shooters. This is Thomas from Backscatter, and today we're going to check out the different types of diffusers for the hybrid flash. We'll be answering why you want a diffuser, the difference between flat and dome diffusers, changing color temperature with warming diffusers, how to get a completely different look with ambient diffusers, and we'll discuss what they're best used for and how to get the best results with them. By the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to when it comes to hybrid flash diffusers. So let's jump in and check it out. First, let's go ahead and define what a diffuser is. A diffuser is a piece of semi-translucent material that is placed in the front of a flash to better spread and soften the emitted light. Diffusers can also be used to change the color temperature of the strobe. No matter the type of diffuser being used with your strobe, some light is lost whenever they are used. Without a diffuser, the hybrid flash will be at its brightest with a beam angle of 120 degrees. The beam edges will be sharper without a diffuser, making it ideal for scenes that need the most control out of your lighting, such as macro. There are two styles of diffuser for the hybrid flash, flat and dome. Both are made out of a special industrial optical material to minimize light loss and produce the most even light from the center to the edge. Flat diffusers are best used for wide-angle scenes in all visibility cases and provide you with 140 degrees of coverage. Dome diffusers are the widest and most even option when it comes to spreading the hybrid's light beam, covering 160 degrees. This also makes aiming the strobes super forgiving. In terms of light loss, dome diffusers tend to lose more light than flat diffusers, but the high power of the hybrid flash helps to minimize this. Dome diffusers are best used in environments with clear visibility to minimize backscatter. Now let's check out how to attach and remove diffusers from the front of the hybrid flash. Diffusers attach to the front of the hybrid with a built-in bayonet locking system that is both easy to use and secure. When properly installed, you should never have to worry about the diffuser coming loose accidentally. To attach a diffuser, first loop the retaining lanyard around the ball mount. With the lanyard in place, the diffuser will not drift away when not in use. Then, line up the unlock symbol on the diffuser with the dot on the bottom of the hybrid flash. Now rotate it clockwise until the lock symbol meets with the dot and it clicks. The diffuser is now locked in place, and you can only remove it if you reverse this process. Both styles of diffusers have 4 raised tabs to make them easy to grip for installation and removal. Also, have no fear. The Backscatter logo on the front of the diffuser will not show up in your image. The first type of diffusers we'll cover will be the white diffusers. These are the most common type of diffusers among strobes, and the hybrid flash can use either the included flat white diffuser or the optional dome diffuser. The white diffusers are slightly warmer than strobe light emitted from the hybrid flash without a diffuser. With no diffuser, the hybrid's flash is 6500 Kelvin, and the white diffuser and dome diffuser are both rated at 6300 Kelvin. We have found that cooler light tends to travel further in water, providing you the most reach for larger scenes. To best use the white diffuser, set the camera to auto white balance. And if you need to make any changes to the color, it is best to adjust the image in post-production editing. The first color diffusers we'll check out are the 5500 Kelvin warming diffusers. These are available as either flats or domes, depending on what beam angle is best suited for your images. 5500 Kelvin is an extremely popular color for strobe light as it matches the color of daylight. These are great for all visibility and environments. 5500 Kelvin diffusers create a warmer foreground and a subtle shift in a blue water background for richer blues. You can also use them for warmer skin tones with model shoots. To get the best results and to better preview your images, you'll need to manually set the white balance of your camera to 5500 Kelvin. Since the camera's white balance is matched to the strobe, the image will have accurate color. This will also give you the best starting point for post-processing your images, and the image will only need small tweaks, if at all. Next, we'll cover the 4500 Kelvin diffusers. You have an option of both flats and domes. This is the warmest option available and will provide you with much warmer light to your foreground, and it will radically change your background. The 4500 Kelvin diffusers are an excellent tool for green water shoots if you wish to turn the green background blue. For example, a scene with yellow and orange fish in a green background can lack contrast when compared to a blue background. When using a 4500 Kelvin diffuser, the background will change to blue and the subjects will pop. When used in clear blue water, the blue background will become extremely rich and saturated when compared to the white or the 5500 Kelvin diffusers. Just like the 5500 Kelvin diffuser, you need to manually set the camera's white balance to 4500 Kelvin in this case. This will help you best preview your images, especially if you're looking to change a green background to blue, and it'll also set you up for success in post-processing with accurate colors. The last type of diffuser we'll check out are the ambient blue diffusers, which are available as flats and domes. These take a completely different approach to color than the warming diffusers. When using traditional white or warming diffusers, the light in your image is composed of several colors. Here are 3 example images. The first taken with just ambient light and no strobes. Here, you can see the image is all one color, but the foreground subject is heavily shadowed. The second photo was taken with traditional strobe light, showing a warm foreground where the strobes hit the subject, a cyan midground where the strobe and ambient light mix, and a blue background where there is no strobe light at all. The last photo shows the ambient blue diffusers being used, which match the light of the surrounding environment, filling in the shadows for a more natural look, providing you with a different style of image. Ambient diffusers are not just for wide-angle shooting, but can also create a unique look for macro photography, such as this jawfish scene. Ambient diffusers have the most reach thanks to their cool color and tend to hide backscatter since it is not being lit with a different colored light. To set up your camera to use ambient diffusers, you'll need to capture a custom white balance. To do this, first place both of your strobes close to your handles and port, then set your camera to darken ambient light as much as possible. This is done by using your highest flash sync speed, usually 1/200th to 1/250th, a high aperture, such as f/22, and a low ISO, such as 100 or 200. Now take a photo of a neutrally toned foreground, such as bare reef or sand, and make sure the image is exposed properly. The easiest way to confirm your exposure is to start at full power on the hybrid flash and then work your way to lower powers using the highlight warnings on your camera as a guide. If you do not see any highlight warnings blinking at you and the image is lit properly, you can now execute a custom white balance. Each camera sets a custom white balance differently, and it is good to be familiar with this feature before diving your system. Once you have successfully taken the custom white balance with your flash, you can save it to your white balance bank. Next time you want to use blue ambient diffusers, select the saved custom white balance as it will not need to be updated. The diffusers are best used from 10 to 35 feet. Depending on the color of the water and depth, these guidelines can shift. The deeper you go, the water can start to turn purple. To turn it back to blue, you can adjust in post-production editing by moving the hue slider from purple to blue. This is the same principle for images shot with warm strobes, in which you move the slider from aqua to blue for a blue background. The different diffusers available for the Hybrid Flash provide you with an array of options to change your beam angle and color to truly customize your lighting experience. Shooting with no diffuser offers the most control and the brightest beam possible. If you want to shoot standard wide angle in all visibilities, take the flat diffuser. If you're shooting in great visibility in clear water and want to shoot the biggest scenes, the dome diffuser will provide you with the widest, most even lighting. Remember, not only can you change your beam angle, you can also change the color too. If you want warmer light or a bluer background, the 5500 Kelvin and 4500 Kelvin diffusers will be perfect for you. If you want a completely different look, the ambient diffusers are ideal to have a natural look to your images with all the light being the same color. Overall, there is no one diffuser that is best for all shooting situations, and each diffuser is a specific lighting tool used to create a particular image. So feel free to check them all out and get creative. Remember, your purchases from Backscatter or any of our authorized dealers help us keep making more of these videos. We have free lifetime tech support on every purchase, we ship internationally every day, and we dive, shoot, and service everything that we sell. This is Thomas from Backscatter signing off, and I'll see you next time.